My name is Megan Flanagan, and I'm a coach at FromWithin Coaching Agency in Burlington, Vermont, and I am here with Augusta Good. And we thought we would go live on Facebook, so we're going to try this and push it out there to our community. We just had a 2-hour event. Augusta, do you want to talk about what the event was a little
Yeah,
about?
yeah, absolutely. Well, at From Within Coaching, we have this Women Over 50 coaching program. And so it's been, about a year and a half we've had it, and it has been super fun. We have a Facebook community now for it. But what we also do every month is us coaches, us women over 50 coaches, we get together every month and we run events for these women over 50. And they're usually based on CliftonStrengths, which is kind of, we're a CliftonStrengths based, coaching community. We
Organization,
use it,
yeah.
yeah, organization for all of our coaching. And so these events are really fun. And, we have participants take the CliftonStrengths assessment before, and they come in and we just do 2 hours of deep dives of everybody's strengths and everything CliftonStrengths. And the one we had today was really fun, really engaging. And I think we all learned a lot.
Yeah.
Coaches included.
If I had, I have two questions for you to share for who's ever watching. One, why do you love strengths? And two, what was your biggest aha after today's 2-hour event?
Great question. So why do I love strengths? I was introduced to CliftonStrengths when I started working with Amy at From Within Coaching, and I'm a kind of a science-based gal, so I love it because it's an incredibly reliable and valid assessment that has 40 years of research. Gallup, the Gallup company, is the one that holds the assessment. But I love it because it really helps define we focus on the 5 top strengths. Your 5 top strengths, which really are your DNA in a way. That's what we like to call it. It's the way you most naturally show up in the world, how you most powerfully make decisions, face challenges, and communicate with others. It's really when we are utilizing and leveraging our 5 strengths in career, personal life, anything, we make the greatest impact and we live the most easeful and meaningful life because we're kind of flowing from this natural place. Super powerful stuff. And I think today, my biggest takeaway was these ladies, a lot of them were strengths aware, we call it. They'd already taken the assessment and they'd been using it. And it was such a powerful thing to see and to see their strengths really match up with how they were showing up and who they were being in their careers, and how very, very powerful it was. And it also, the gratitude for, the what's next, and how these women were getting excited about how to learn even more about their strengths to create what their what's next goal was in their life. Yeah, it was just powerful.
I love that.
What about you?
My favorite thing about strengths, as you know, my story is that Amy, even though I've known her 21 years, I had asked her to help me write my resume while I was still at my corporate job at QVC, and she had me take the Strength Finders assessment. And like a lot of people, I took it, I looked at it, went, okay, put it on the shelf, and searched for jobs in my same area of expertise at the time. And 2 years later, I was caught up in a, what do they call it? Oh my gosh, I'm losing my words. Anyway, I got let go. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I knew that I couldn't go back to like corporate America. And Amy said, go get those strengths we took and pull them out. Let's look at them. Let's dive into it. Let's do some coaching on it and figure out where you're going to fit in the world. And lo and behold, long story short, 5, 6 coaching sessions. It's like, okay, I had something to kind of like sink my teeth into.
Yeah.
And it very much, I'm a big proponent of saying my strengths are my DNA. They are my backbone. When I started my company, I still have my first black book. And I wrote my strengths on the inside.
Yeah.
And, every day, if I doubted myself, I pulled it out. And it just grounded me in business and as a person, in your whole self, like you said,
Yeah.
personally and professionally. So that's kind of my strength
Well,
story. But
yeah, we talk about how strengths, it really, when you start with strengths, it really helps deepen self-awareness and self-trust.
yep,
And so it sounds to me like by pulling those out again, you were able to really have something to move from, to stay grounded in, and to believe in, because our strengths are innately us.
yes,
It's so powerful, Meg.
yeah. So my big takeaway today was I I know having women who were already aware of their strengths, even though they had taken the assessment. One had taken it maybe 10 years ago or whatever, but they were very aware, and it took our discussions to a higher level about
Great.
we do a lot of what we'll call newbie strengths workshops for women over 50 they're not aware that the strengths assessment even is out there, which I
Yeah.
love doing for women over 50 because I think it does, it provides some confidence, some self-assurance that backbone that maybe this next chapter of their life is not going to be what they thought it was going to be. It's going to be better than they can imagine.
Yeah.
So, but
Well,
today's aha, the women who are self-aware, I think went through the same kind of metamorphosis. What they thought the next chapter of their lives are going to be after our discussion today, I don't think they're going to be what they thought they were going to be.
no, they were pretty excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well,
I
it's
love our strengths workshop. Like you said, we do them every month. So if anybody is interested, you can check out FromWithin.com, go to our events section. We do strength workshops. We've got some career um, workshops going on, and we've got a lot in the works. So I'm really excited.
yeah, make sure and check out the Women Over 50 page too.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're a
Yes.
woman over 50, because
Mhm.
it's pretty powerful. Well, thank you, Meg.
Thank you. I had a great time today.
Me
So.
too.